AkiyaTiffany. Before I start, as usual, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video is going to be about Brazilian waxes. As y'all know, I already always have my notes on me, so if you see it, no biggie. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Brazilian waxes. Why? Well, basically because I feel like it's a topic that comes up often in girl talk when I'm having girl talk with people, especially like at work. But even outside of work, women older than me, younger than me, they're always asking me like, oh, how is it, XYZ? I always overhear women saying that they're scared to do it. And to me, I feel like it's not that deep. So I'm just here to give the real rundown and the real tea on Brazilian waxing. So basically, there's two types of vaginal waxes you could do. You could do a bikini wax and you could do a Brazilian wax. So basically, a bikini wax, you're just like, think of like a shape up or a lineup for the vajayjay. It's basically like that. And you're literally just doing like your inner thighs and like the bottom of your stomach. And that's pretty much it. I feel like there's no point in getting a bikini wax. I feel like if you're gonna do it, go hard or go home. So I'm team Brazilian wax. I just feel like it makes way more sense. So Brazilian wax is everything down there. It's completely bald and smooth from the rooter to the tutor, meaning from your honey pot all the way to your booty crack, okay? So everything is just bare and they take everything off. I prefer Brazilian waxes because I feel like it makes more sense. Like usually when you're getting a Brazilian wax, unless you're somebody that gets it on the regular, of course, other than it just feeling better down there, whether you're doing something or not, you know what I'm talking about. But other than you, like whether you're doing something or not, it just feels better down there. You know, you're able to clean yourself better down there. You smell better and fresher down there. And then of course, last but not least, vacation time. Like if you're going on vacation or swimming, it's like, you know, you're wearing a cute little fly, you know, swimsuit or whatever. It's like, you don't want no like Richard Pryor and a little poof sticking out, you know, a little, I don't know, piece of hair saying hey to people. Like you want to be on point. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I just feel like a Brazilian wax is much better because there's no hair showing whatsoever. It's not messing up your vibe, your swag, nothing like that. So basically, tips to prep yourself for your Brazilian wax. Of course, the number one most important thing, make sure you shower. You need to be fresh and clean. You don't need to be, you know, go into something that's gonna be intimate. They're seeing you basically halfway bucket naked, straight bunky naked, and it's like you smelling like boo-boo. Make sure you know, you're smelling fresh. They're literally about to be in your hoo-ha. So everything needs to be fresh and clean down there. But even like your underarms and stuff, like, you know, you that's intimate. So make sure you're smelling good. The next thing is do not lotion. The reason why I say don't lotion, it's always been recommended to not have any moisture down there because the moisture prevents you from getting a proper wax. And you're gonna wanna like, you know, make sure everything's being pulled out from the root. It's even to the point like it's common in women, when you go to get a Brazilian wax, you might sweat down there and you're gonna see them like brushing powder on you because you need to be dry at all times. So do not moisturize. That's a big no-no. Wait till you take your shower after your wax because you always want to take a shower after you're done with your wax anyway. So you're going to take one right before and one right after. Make sure you wash down there good, of course, get in between your lips and everything. And then poop before you shower. Like, I know you're like, what? Damn, TMI, no. This is bare girl talk. Poop before you shower. You don't want to go there with, you know, I don't know, any little debris or crusty back there. Like, you need to just make sure you do that before you shower. And then of course pee before you leave your house, but pee once you get there as well. Like I go to EWC, European Wax Center, and they always ask you, do you want to pee before you see your wax lady? Always say yes and just try to force yourself to pee. If it, you know, if you do have to use the restroom before you go, like I don't know, maybe you just got out the shower, you're pressed for time to make your appointment, go ahead. If you got a boo-boo, do it, but make sure you use like baby wipes or, you know, wet ones or something to like get it real clean back there. Like you don't want no type of, that's embarrassing and it's just rude to me and disrespectful to the waxer. Like make sure you're fresh and clean down there. After that, of course, make sure, this is very important, very, very important. Make sure that your hair that you're getting waxed down there is at least the length of a rice grain. Not too much, not longer or not shorter. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if it's too short, they're not going to be able to get all your hair. You're going to have little patches looking like you're going bald or something. Like it's going to be giving alopecia down there. No shade to anybody suffering that. That was not a jab. I should have probably never said that, forgive me. But yeah, like it's going to be very patchy, looking like the 7 continents back there in water, like on a globe or something, because basically they need some type of hair to pull on to rip out that root. That's how you get a real smooth baldy down there. So Like I said, make sure it's at least the length of a rice grain. Make sure it's not too short. They need something to pull on. And then also you want to make sure it's not too long. If it's too long, you're going to be in extreme pain. That's when it gets painful, y'all. If your hair is too long down there, you're going to be in pain. So basically what I recommend is that you let your hair grow out, you trim it completely, or shave. Whoever likes to shave. I can't shave because my skin's too sensitive for that. It's too bougie. Like, I cannot shave. I will break out really bad. But I trim it. So make sure you trim it 4 weeks before your wax appointment. If you trim it 4 weeks before your wax appointment, then by the time your wax day comes, your hair is going to be the perfect length. It's not going to be too long or too short. 4 weeks. And the reason why that makes sense, people do wax appointments every 4 weeks. So that's how you know you're going to be straight. Like, there's not going to be no issue. What I use basically for trimming is something called the Trim Spa by Chic Quattro. I believe that's the brand it is. And basically it's like a double-sided razor. So one side is like your old school manual razor that you know you just use, and then the other side is the electrical razor, and it even comes with a safety guard on it. So like if you're scared that you're gonna go too low and like cut your skin, but 9 times out of 10 you're not even going to cut your skin even without the guard. I do it without the guard to get it as low as possible, because that's what I like to use on the regular in between like my wax timing. I highly recommend it. It's not expensive at all. It's like under $20. You can get it at Target, Walmart, Amazon, order it online. Pharmacies have it. It's called Trim Spa, I believe, by Chic Quattro. I might be able to show you guys at the end of this video how it looks or something to that nature. But yeah, if you don't use the Trim Spa, you could use like those little tiny like scissors, like, and you could like trim your hair really low with it. That's not a bad thing either, like little shears or whatever. That works well. And then basically, like I said, my experience getting wax is not bad at all. It's a little like, you know, painful your first time, but as long as your hair is that perfect length, like I said, you'll be fine. I will even admit, after you keep going and going and going, it gets less painful. It's gonna be like nothing. Like if you legit go once a month, you're not gonna be in pain. I promise you. Like, it's gonna be 1, 2, and 3. You're not gonna feel anything. It's only when you go for the first time in a long time, it's a little bit of pain. But if you let your hair grow out and you're not trimming it, then yes, that's when it's excruciating pain. It's real simple. Like when you go in there, you're just gonna lay like, first off, when you walk in there, don't sit there like all shy and scared waiting for them to tell you what to do. Like they expect you to already know what to do. Like, don't be hesitant or whatever. As soon as you walk in there, you just go in there, you take off your pants and your underwear, your socks, period. Roll it up or hang it up, whether they have a bench or a hanger. And then after that, you're just gonna lay back on the, like, you know, little massage like table, and you're gonna do your legs like this. So this is called like the butterfly position, which this is my feet. Act like this is my feet, and you hold it like this, and then your legs are out like that. Now your whole, you know, Lucky Charm pot of gold is out facing the waxer, okay? And that's why I said it's important to make sure you shower. Like, we don't need to have no scent or no funk. So they basically gotta start, you know, waxing you. They usually start with like the inner thighs first, and then the top front part, and then they go for the lips. And then after, when you're done, they're gonna tell you to flip around on your stomach, and they're gonna do your booty crack. Now, to me personally, that part is not painful at all. Like, the butt crack is like, it actually feels good. Dare I say it, I don't care. It actually feels good. It's not painful to me at all. They're gonna ask you to hold your cheeks open, and boom, okay? Like, to me, that's the best part. But yeah, and after that, you're done. They put like some serum on you, and then you're done and you're good to go. I will say, every waxer always knows what to do, but I will admit, one time I did have a girl, like, make sure you're paying attention though, because one time I did have a girl where she just waxed my vagina, and she was like, okay, you're done. And I got up and I was like, so you're not gonna do the back? And like, I guess she had an attitude that day, I don't know, but she was like, oh, okay, like, you know. And it's like, I'm proper down there, so I know there were no issues. I don't know what she was trying to do, or maybe she, you know, she was just having a bad day and she forgot. But I spoke up. Like, you're spending all that money. Wax is like $100, a little less, a little over, depending on where you go. And it's like, baby girl, you gonna do everything. I paid for a Brazilian. So just make sure you're on top of it. Like, all my other waxes, it's never been an issue, but it was just this one time, this one girl, like, she definitely, I guess, just forgot. But other than that, it's always been a great experience, and I think you guys will love it. After you get your wax, you want to, of course, like I said, get in the shower. You're gonna have like little wax residue on it, and then and the residue is like from hard wax, because there's different type of waxes. You could do sugar wax, which is like sugar and whatever, I don't know, honey, And I don't like sugar wax from how it looks more painful, and it doesn't even look like you get off the hair off all good. But that's one way. And then you could do the regular wax, which you do the wax and then the like waxing strips like the papers, and then you got the hard wax, which is what I like to do. The hard wax is what they use at European Wax Center. It's just the wax, you put it on, it gets nice and hard, boom, nice and neat, rip it off. So like I said, yeah, you could have little residue, so you want to make sure you shower after. Plus you just want to be fresh again down there. You could have like powder and stuff on you. And then when you're done after the shower, you're gonna want to use a serum or oil. Either one is fine. Every time I go to European Wax Center, I always get a ingrown hair serum to prevent ingrown hairs and like breakouts, and it does work pretty well in my opinion. They have the travel size, which is like a little tiny roller ball. That's okay, but to me the roller ball, it doesn't get enough serum out. So then I like just the regular pump serum or the pads. They have like wiping pads. It's kind of like alcohol pads basically, and it's just like already drenched in the serum. That's my favorite, especially if you're traveling. The pads are really good, but the pump is good as well. The roller ball to me is not that great. A lot doesn't come out when you're rolling it. If you don't want to buy the serum, you can just use coconut oil, but make sure it's like 100% virgin, unrefined, you know, organic coconut oil. That oil is completely different from like the cheap coconut oil. So, you know, the good, expensive one, like I just said, that one works very well, and it will keep everything down there clear and good and moisturized. And then if you still decide you're too scared to get a wax, you know, like I said, the trim spa is really good. I highly recommend it from Chic Quattro. It's a double end razor. Another alternative is Nair. I personally cannot use Nair because Nair breaks out my skin. Like I said, my skin is bougie and delicate. I can't use Nair. It'll break out. I'll have mad bumps on my skin as if I use the razor. Your other option is a razor. Some women don't break out from razors. Some women, their skin isn't as delicate. It doesn't need to be, you know, tend to as much, and that works out. And then your last option is laser. To me, laser is just too expensive, so I personally don't want to do it. And then also, I heard it's painful, not for all women, but some women say it's painful. And then my last reason for not doing razor is because, I said razor, laser, is because I just feel like I'm not comfortable tampering with biology and like God too much. And I just feel like God made us a certain way for a reason, and we have hair for a reason. You know, I feel like the hair on our skin is meant to protect us. And even if you don't believe in God, like just believe in like Mother Nature and biology and anatomy and the way how we're created, like I just feel like God made us for a reason, a certain way, or Mother Nature, biology, anatomy, we're created a certain way for a certain reason. So I just feel like, you know, God forbid I'm doing laser treatment, because laser treatment is supposed to be permanent after a while if you keep going. And it's like, I don't know, one day there's a new discovery or some new disease or something out there, and we need our hair. And next thing you know, we ain't got no hair down there or on our underarms to take care of our bodies, or, you know, just anywhere. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to do laser. I just feel like it's there for a reason. I feel like I might regret it if I do it. It's kind of like, I don't know, for women that don't care to get a BBL too much. No shade to y'all that do BBLs, but if you know me, you know I'm anti-BBL. But it's like those women, like, I personally feel like I'm going to go under cosmetic surgery, get something done, and then regret it in the long run. You get me? Like, even, you don't have to say BBL. It could be like veneers. Like, I've seen so many girls get veneers, and then that's, you know, their teeth are falling out at a birthday dinner, which is very embarrassing. It's just like, you don't want to get it and then regret it. You feel me? So I get it. We like the next best thing to make our life easier, but waxing works just fine for me. And like I said, if you don't want to do waxing and you're scared of pain, you could do the trim spa. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful. All right, you guys, till next time, stay blessed. Don't forget, choose your peace over your desires. Thank you for tuning in. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.